Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wicked Reading. Today I will be reading SCP-7999, Meet Me in the Stars. This was requested by Electro King 5577. A time will come when men will stretch out their eyes. They should see planets like our Earth. Christopher Wren. Containment Class Euclid, Secondary Class Integrated, Disruption Class Dark, Risk Class Notice. SCP-7999 refers to the following interconnected anomalies. SCP-7999-1, a wormhole that manifested approximately 405,000 kilometers from Earth on March 6, 2027. This wormhole links the solar system to GN-Z11, a galaxy within the Ursa Major constellation, located approximately 32 billion light-years from Earth. Thus far, all attempts to pass through this wormhole have failed. SCP-7999-2, the exoplanet GN-667cc, visible on the other side of -1. -2 is approximately 250,000 kilometers from the wormhole as it appears within its local system. -2 is approximately the same size as the planet Mars, with a gravitational force 0.364 that of Earth's. -2 maintains an atmospheric composition comparable to Earth's during the Carboniferous period. -2 is largely aquatic, with approximately 85% of the planet's surface covered in liquid water. Details regarding the planet's surface are undergoing further research. SCP-7999-3, the local intelligent civilization of -2, known locally as Caradids. -3 individuals are hexapedal arthropods, superficially similar to Mantodea, with enlarged craniums. Their front limbs are capable of serving as both legs and arms, with a three-fingered structure at the end analogous to the human hand. -3 individuals range in size from 1 to 1.3 meters tall. -3 are intelligent, with their civilization categorized as a Type 2 on the Kardashev scale. It is believed that it would take humanity over 10,000 years to reach a comparable level of technology at its current rate of development. Current distance, approximately 655,000 kilometers. We truly were not alone. Are they like us? No, not at all. Fascinatingly, we bear few, if any, similarities. But such a thing does not matter. This discovery is a culmination of a lifetime. No, several lifetimes of work, and now we finally see. Now we finally know. We truly were not alone in this universe. So, what do we do next? Do we send them a message, or do we wait for them to speak first? Too many questions. Permit me to work. Wait. That is... Addendum 7999.1 SCP-7999 Briefing. -1 initially manifested approximately 405,000 kilometers from Earth, between the orbits of Earth and Venus. Due to its proximity to Earth, -1 was immediately visible to the naked eye across the northern hemisphere and parts of the southern hemisphere. The Foundation immediately began attempting to control the spread of -1 information via media control, the deployment of aerosolized amnestics, and the deployment of targeted mimetics to remove humanity's ability to view -1 entirely. Investigation into -1 followed. Within 12 hours of -1's initial manifestation, a series of 5 messages were rapidly broadcast across global radio networks. The Foundation employed Rosetta.aic to translate the messages. After 22 days of analysis by Rosetta.aic, the messages were successfully translated. All messages received translated to the following. Hello. Are we heard? This is what we think. After some discussion, the Foundation returned the following message. Hello, let's talk. Addendum 7999.3, April 3rd, 2027. After a series of messages transmitted and received through Rosetta.aic, the native civilization of -2 agreed to send a representative to meet with Foundation representatives. Due to humanity's inability to cross through -1, the -2 representatives agreed to meet at a Foundation site on Earth to ease the process of integration in advance of receiving representatives. The Foundation Integration Committee began declassifying initial SCP-7999 findings to world governments and the general public. On April 3rd, 2027, 2 representatives from -2 arrived at Foundation Site 120. Each individual came equipped with specialized suits that allowed them to survive under Earth's environmental conditions. With their express consent, Foundation personnel installed Rosetta.aic into each suit to facilitate communication efforts. Current distance, approximately 550,000 kilometers. Yes, is there a problem? Those coordinates are in a fairly compromising spot, no? Yes, I am aware of the risks involved here. That being said, is this truly an opportunity we can pass by after all this time? I suppose it's not. We need to understand. This is not about pure scientific curiosity. It is a culmination of millions of lifetimes of work. Something that can finally allow us to die peacefully, knowing that life lives on out there, on the other end of the universe. To know that something will live on after we are gone. I want to know them as much as anyone else here does. But is this course of action truly worth the risk? It has to be. Current distance, approximately 480,000 kilometers. It is done. It is done. There they are. It is beautiful. Current distance, approximately 460,000 kilometers. How long do you think they've existed? Can we not just ask? Yes, but I wanted to speculate with someone else first. Consider it scientific inquiry. I would suppose based on their level of development, at least 1 million or so years. It is hard to tell for sure since we are at such different levels of development, but I think that is a safe guess based on what we know. Impressive. Like what was said prior, we can simply ask. They have been speaking with us for some time now. Should I send them a message? Actually, that is not the question I wish to ask. Can we ask them to meet? I wish to know them better. I want to see what wonders they've created with my own eyes. Current distance, approximately 450,000 kilometers. How have things been so far? Honestly, words cannot describe it. They really are like us in many ways, but at the same time, they're almost like children. I appreciate the things they seem so easily impressed by, but they don't seem to realize the true wonders of this world. I'm trying to show them, but they seem preoccupied with the simple things. Different perspectives. Just remember where we come from and where they come from. Our experiences shape what is important to each of us. While I'm speaking, I need to ask. We have noticed, yes? Yes. I've been monitoring the distance between both planets. How much longer? Unsure as of right now. We still have time, but not as much as I would like. Just be ready. How cruel the universe can be to present us this opportunity and then rip it away in an instant. Current distance, approximately 410,000 kilometers. Anything new to report? I am trying to find ways to describe it all that does not repeat what I've already said. I'm learning so much here. Yes, in many ways they are well behind us, but they have and do things I never thought possible. There are concepts I've learned that I cannot even explain in ways that make sense. Things I still have yet to understand myself. They will not be behind us for that much longer. We have seen the pace they are moving at, yes. They will be at our level in but a moment. We are lucky to have met one another. I just wish there was more time. Addendum 7999.7, April 7th, 2027. Nest. Kartek-Kan surprised me in my room the next morning. It insisted that we go to its homeworld right away. I was confused, to be honest. There's still so much to see here, I remember saying. It had been hardly a week. But Kartek-Kan wouldn't take no for an answer. It spoke with a sense of urgency that couldn't be ignored, so we loaded up onto the shuttle alongside Kedadanka, the only thing that could pass through the other side, and we left. Frankly, I expected more when passing through the portal. I had grown up on the classic sci-fi movies, after all. Something inside of me was expecting this flashy jump to hyperspace as I'm pressed against the seat, holding on for dear life. It wasn't anything momentous at all. By all means, it wasn't any different than a trip to the moon. By that I mean no jumps, no sudden shifts in momentum. We were simply just there. Current distance, approximately 380,000 kilometers. Yes, that is why I'm being contacted, yes? That is correct. The current projections are inconsistent as to what exactly will happen, but they all spell out some level of disaster for both of our people. Then might I make a request? Of course. May I bring Sias to us? Let humans see our world before it's too late for both of us. Are we certain that is the correct choice? Yes. They should know us as we know them, while there is still time. Very well. Current distance, approximately 340,000 kilometers. Kartek-Kan, we are out of time. Any longer and Nest will be destroyed. Does it truly matter? Even staving off death now does not mean we stop what is coming. We die either way. Why can we not die here, knowing we've passed on our knowledge to another? Kartek-Kan, such a thing is impossible. It does not only risk us, but them as well. It is all hypothetical, is it not? Just modules and simulations that cannot be proven for sure. We don't know what will happen. Kartek-Kan, the knowledge gained from this exchange is invaluable, something we will never get again if we cut it off now. There is still so much for them to see here and so much for us to see there. Kartek-Kan, there are so many concepts left to discuss, things to learn. We have yet to speak on their belief systems or their history. There are so many nations to see. Sias has only been seen this one city. There's still so much more of Nest to Kartek-Kan. Enough. The simulations do not lie. If we do not close the portal, either Nest will be thrown through to be torn apart by Earth's gravity, or worse, it cannot be left open. Is it not possible to simply close it and reopen it in a safer place? Those were the final coordinates, Kartek-Kan. The last person who knew how to enter in new coordinates died years ago. This has been known. There are none left who know how to enter more. Once the portal closes, it's over. Then that's all the more reason to Kartek-Kan. I know. I'm just not ready to say goodbye. Current distance, approximately 32 billion light years. Come find us. We'll be waiting. Footnotes 1. Integration of -3 approved by Director Paul Legge. 2. Dubbed Nest by its native civilization. 3. Maintaining a notably high concentration of atmospheric oxygen. 4. Mantis insects. 5. A categorization system designed by Russian astrophysicist Nikolai Kardashev to identify how advanced a civilization is. The system looks at a civilization's ability to harness energy, as well as the breadth of knowledge it has access to. A Type 2 civilization is believed to be capable of directly harvesting energy from its host star. 6. A Foundation AIC developed at Site-58, designed to perform esoteric and anomalous translations. 7. Representative from Site-58's Department of Anomalous Ambassadors, a department dedicated to facilitating communication between Foundation personnel and anomalous entities. Agent Size has a notably successful history of communications with higher risk anomalies. 8. Translation performed by comparing -3's linguistic system and comparing similar phonemes and morphemes to the English system. Though there was a high chance of inaccuracy, these name translations were approved by both -3 instances interviewed. Special Containment Procedures. As SCP-7999 has already resulted in a partial lifted veil scenario, Foundation efforts are to focus on declassifying the phenomenon and integrating SCP-7999-3 individuals into general society. These integration efforts are under the purview of Site-120's Integration Committee. Likewise, Foundation diplomatic and communication groups are to maintain positive relations between SCP-7999's society and humanity. No personnel are permitted to approach SCP-7999-1 without express approval from the O5 Council. All -3 individuals passing through -1 must be catalogued in an official record of arrivals and departures.